So one of the things I noticed, I looked around the room. One lady had a book about poop. So she had like a little toilet, like a blow up toilet thing, which was cool because that got a lot of attention. She got people coming over with babies. They were stopping by her table. They were talking, but she was very outgoing too. Like she introduced us, and I did that too. I introduced myself to all the other authors, but she was very, she was very outgoing. You could tell and bubbly and stuff. So she made it around. She introduced herself to everybody, but she wasn't afraid to talk to people. And not that I'm afraid to talk to people. I'm just not the person that's going to snatch you in and say, hey, come talk to me. I'm not that person. So I looked around the room and I said, okay, she has a prop. She had like the potty thing going on because her book was about how to get your children to poop. They go pee pee, but they gonna poop. That was her book. And I'm gonna write about the whole expo, the whole book author spotlight on Good Morning Gwinnett for Monday. But that's what she had that, right? So she had that prop. Then the guy across me, he had a bunch of children's books. So people love children book. I don't care where I go, people buy children book. So he had a whole slew of children books. So he had that. The girl next to him, she had a very pretty table. It was flowers, it was colorful, it was yellows, and it was just very beautiful. Now, do I believe she was an introvert? I do, because she had so many props and she was kind of quiet. So I think she was an introvert as well. The lady next to her, not an introvert. She's a teacher. Her table was very pretty. It was red and black and it was glittery and she was glittery. It was very pretty. The lady next to me, her table was like mine, very minimal. We sat next to each other. We talked to each other for a second, not a lot. The woman at the end who knows me and I know her, very bubbly and outgoing. She had a beautiful table. So she had books across here. She had one book where she had them all across the table set up on different stands. So even though she only had one book, she had them all across the table. So her table was very inviting. I don't even remember if I saw a poster or not. Then I went into the back room. There were other people with props and all different kinds of things, but then there were a lot of people that were introverts like me. So I was like, okay, I need to do something about what to do when you're an introvert.